Coming down out there. Should I have made a script? It's too late now. Wow, this feels weird. I haven't talked in front of a camera in a while. This feels new. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for visiting my channel. If you're new here, welcome to 550 Bus Life. If you're watching this video, you've seen that caption, the title. Things have happened. Things have happened. You're wondering, okay, yeah, you've been gone for a minute. MIA for a minute. What's been going on? Life. Yeah. I don't remember the last time I put a video out. What was it, like May or June? No, probably May. And now it's February. As you've heard before, I've said in my other videos, this cargo van, at first I was trying to do a freight transport thing, pallets in the cargo van, thing like that. I did that for a while. I mean, I've been from East Coast to West Coast. Have you ever done that before? Like driving straight from East Coast to West Coast within maybe 72 hours? It is hard on your body. Especially a big guy like me. I should not be sitting for long periods of time. I learned that the hard way. Long story short, don't know if I'm going to get back in that field. Health-wise, that was hard on my body. Oof. And I mean long periods as in sitting for 10 plus hours just driving all over the nation. Of course, truck drivers do that. How do truck drivers do it though? I mean, yeah, y'all probably get breaks. I've always thought, like, how do you truck drivers do it? Okay, I'm mumbling on. Moving on, update with the van. Wait, what was I talking about? Well, let's backtrack. Let's talk about the bus. I gotten a contract job. I'm taking whatever I can get here in this economy. Okay, because right now, the number of subscribers I have right now, it is not paying for any bills right now. I took a contract job for about 4 months. Now, before that 4 months, I would start the bus at least once or twice a week just to, make the engine happy.
Papi, I'm just a little race car.
Keep it a little warm here and there. Gas is flowing and happy in that engine. After that 4 months, came back to try and, start the engine. Yeah, it wouldn't start. Yeah, that's a problem I gotta figure out now. You know how you go to an auto parts store and usually there's like car people there, car guys there, car women there. They know their stuff. After I showed them the sound that was coming from the engine of the bus, it's like they instantly knew what was going on. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get the starter replaced. The bus is pretty high off the ground, so it shouldn't be that hard for me to get under there. But as far as me changing that thing out myself, I don't know about all that. That's I'm I mean, I can do some things on an engine, but replacing engine parts, especially something core like a starter, whoa, it's a whole nother ball game right there. At first, the battery was dead. Second, I'm not sure what would drain that battery over time. Is that just something shuttle buses or buses just, I mean, if you just leave them without starting them, the battery's just going to drain? Or maybe I just got a power leak somewhere. I don't know. Let's move on. Basically, the battery died. Charged that up a bit to see if I could start the bus. Got that noise. Tried jumping the bus from the alternator directly. See if that would have helped. Maybe there's not enough power trying to turn the alternator. I'm still thinking that might be what it is. I mean, since that bus, it's got 2 batteries. I'm thinking maybe it needs a higher ampage than my personal vehicle to start it. Not sure. I mean, after 4 months, why would it do that after 4 months? That's really weird. I might have to look more into that. I'm not sure if I put that in one of my previous videos, but that front tire of the driver's side that had that slow leak, yeah, that has fallen off the bead. That tire's been like that for several months now. I might as well just go ahead and get that replaced. There's no point even. The condition of the inside, you know what, let me not say condition. Let me say the state of the inside of the bus. It's to the point where it's a storage shed at this point. Pieces of wood, I mean, just everywhere at the back of the bus. That was basically my bed. I've been chopping up and reusing that wood as much as I can in the van. Can you imagine just throwing away wood? As expensive as wood is today. Oh my goodness. I know it looks bad. I don't want to say bad because I feel like that's gonna make me feel bad saying that. It looks a little rough right now. Other than that, I mean, the bus has just been sitting for since what? I guess May. I guess, well, let me see. Wait, when did I take that job? Let's just say July, and it's now February. Has not been started since. How do you all store shuttle buses or buses? Do you all like drain the antifreeze or drain the gas, or do you like seal up the engine, do anything special like that? Because I feel like I should have done that. I probably should have covered it too, because the elements have been just abusing that bus since I've been gone, since I have not driven the bus for a minute. I'm starting to think I probably should have scripted this. I'm just going off of the top of my head here. Long story short, the bus has been sitting at my house since July, and most likely is going to sit for another 6 months. Most likely, actually 100%. It's going to sit for another six months, 100%. Tires on that vehicle, that size, that specs, they're expensive. Tires on that bus is an insurance payment. The cost of insurance payment on this van. They're mid-size truck tires, I believe I heard the mechanic say. Y'all ever just hear like a couple of dry leaves just roll across the ground from wind, and it just sounds like somebody's about to walk up on you? What is going to be the next season on 550 Bus Life? I mean, don't get me wrong. I do enjoy that bus. I'm happy about it. It's a nice investment. It's a nice experience. The gas tank and how much that thing uses in gas. Oh my gosh, it's, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a bit of a mood killer. I mean, 50-gallon tank, and it takes about 6 to 7 miles per gallon. And that's if you're not like, you know, if that's if you're being really nice to the gas pedal. You don't like my hat? I like this hat too. like the colors. This is orange, yellow, and green. I'm pretty sure that's Jamaican colors. I feel like I should know that. I plan on getting that bus back to a livable state sometime in the future. That is going to cost some dinero that I do not have. I believe I spent for lumber total, maybe I spent around $250 total. All of my tools I bought, all these Ryobi tools in all my videos, I just bought these tools. Probably coming to around maybe another $500. Front tires need to be replaced. I feel like that's going to come to around $350 to $400 probably. Replacing that starter, if I do it myself, it'll just be the cost of the starter, which I don't know how much that costs. I feel like the starter on a vehicle that size is probably going to be around $150, maybe. Maybe. On a vehicle that big of an engine, it might be like $100 to $150. I don't know how much starters cost. All that algae off that roof, it is still there, and it's still eating at the roof. Also, I believe there is a leak in the bus now. Getting a water leak in it, that's just dreading. That's like having to replace your starter. I'm not 100% sure where it is. I'm not 100% sure where the leak is coming from. It's situated like right there near a window. Like there's a box there and it's wet. It's like soaked after like a heavy rainstorm. But yet when I look at the window, look at the walls, I don't see any water signs of getting in. Like, so that's a project. Gotta figure that one out. Yeah. The plan for this bus really for me, again, I want to get back into a livable state. As far as traveling in this thing, once I do get, oh, it's cold too. My nose is just runny. As far as traveling, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I mean, gas is about the same as it was when I first bought this bus, if not a little bit less now. I mean, it's still a 50-gallon tank, and it's still guzzling 6 to 7 gallons per mile. I mean, I think I might have spent maybe $400 in gas. No, maybe $450 in gas going to and from Orlando, Florida to South Carolina. You gotta have a nice paying job to drive this bus. I know I saw in some of the comments, some of y'all like, oh, you should have done your homework. Oh, that's just how those vehicles are. They're big engines. Buddy, listen, before I bought this bus, I knew about a V4, V6, and V8. That is it. And then I heard about a V12, but those were in, I think I heard about that in like a Bugatti or Lamborghinis. So I didn't really care or think much of that because that's never going to happen. Normal income people drive either V4, V6, V8, and that's it. But a V10, before I got this bus, I thought it was going to be a V8 engine. I am just rambling on right now. Let me move on, getting off topic here. Once I get that back to a livable state, I might do maybe 1 or 2 camping trips in that vehicle, traveling trips. But for the most part, I think I'm going to turn that into an Airbnb. I'm just going to park that on my property and post it up on Airbnb. If someone wants to, you know, they come by South Carolina, Myrtle Beach is about an hour away, Florence is about an hour away. I'm about an hour away from most things, actually. I'm just realizing that. I plan to eventually get a war system in there. I'm going to rebuild a whole new electrical system for it. Probably going to have someone install solar panels. I'm gonna have to tell y'all about that story where I went to this place to see if they can install solar panels. I'm pretty sure these people tried to bamboozle me because that price was ridiculous. For now, the bus is just sitting in my yard and being a storage locker. A storage locker for all my building materials, I guess you could say. All that wood, insulation, that plywood's in there, pretty much. What I'm doing now is, I still have the van. As you can see, I've done some additions in here. As you can see, the goal is to get it very homey, cozy. Recently, I've built like a desk slash power box for the power system of the van. Power box slash desk. I'm gonna say it this way, there was no plans on how to do this. This was strictly from my imagination. There are some pros and cons about this desk. I mean, I've got to where it flips out. I probably should have used those locking hinges that like they come out, but locking hinges where you click them, you press the buttons, it come out and it clicks and holds into place. The whole area where I had the pallets sitting for when I was doing the freight transport thing, I pretty much just converted the whole area to another living area of the van. This right here is the couch that I made for the bus. I pretty much just moved this into here. Y'all, I have been rambling on for the past 5 minutes and did not even know my camera's battery died. I mean, like, I'm literally talking to the walls in this van. I did not know my battery died. I don't even know. I mean, bro, are you for real right now? Let me start over. I think we left off on the couch. Like, it's been 5 minutes. Maybe more. I went over so much thinking I've been recording all of this. Y'all ever have those moments? But yeah, the paneling on the walls. First of all, this stuff gets expensive after you buy about 3 pieces of it. So the walls, I don't even know what that's called. It's just wood paneling. It's a specific design. I think that one was $28, and the ones on the doors, I think that was, no wait, I think the ones on the doors were $35 and these were $28, I believe, because the ones on the doors have this design to them, so of course that's going to be more expensive, even though it's the same material as this one. But yeah, I ended up getting 3 panels. One for this wall, the doors, and I started the ceiling. Let's just say I'm still working on the ceiling because it's still, actually back up, I'm gonna say the ceiling looks a lot better with this panel up there now. I've also added a few more lights to give it more light in here. I've added this interesting little shelf against this peg board. What are those things called? Peg board, I think it's called, because they're pegs. Shelf slash cabinet. This little wood box I had from a previous job. So basically I just let me explain something to you. Zip ties are your friend. That is being held up by zip ties only. And 2 of them. That thing is staying there. It's not going anywhere. I got this cage from my rabbit enclosure. Actually, I got those from a thrift store. And it's supposed to be like shelving, cubicle shelving. But it's these 2 cage looking door things. That's being held up there by zip ties too. And it's being kept closed with just binder clips. The ride can get very bumpy in this vehicle, and those doors have not opened. So, wow. I mean, if y'all want to copy that idea and make it better, by all means. Keep in mind, I mean, like, this is not like one of those $100,000 vans where everything looks like, you know, Pinterest and Home and Garden magazine thing going on. This is specifically for coziness and functionality. Okay, and with a little bit of awesome and easy on the eyes. Let's see, I've added a light, ceiling light. It's just a little battery operated thing with a little remote, because my lights in the van, I have it to where the switch is not near the door. I know I need to add a switch, but I found that this idea I thought of when I walked into Walmart, and I saw this light with a remote, and I was thinking that would make a lot more sense, because I just need a little bit of light to get in the van to turn on the lights. Boom, there you go. So this thing comes with a remote. I can turn it on right at the door. Problem solved. The bed is still here. It's still functional. It's still great. Great. Decor items to make it feel a little more homey in here. You know, I have these little plants, fake plants. What are those? I think those like snake plants they're called. They're fake. Got those from like the dollar store. I thought they looked pretty good. These little gold finish looking lamps. I got those from Walmart. I saw those and instantly thought that would look so good in the van. Instantly bought those. These pictures up here, thrift store. I like palm trees, so I put those up there. Yeah. The end of the couch, when I open up this door, I mean, you just see like wood. I didn't stain that wood, so it's kind of an eyesore. I was in Florida a couple years ago. I got these souvenirs from this place over there. It gives like a at sea adventure roaming vibe to them. So I thought I'm gonna put them right there. I thought maybe put them on the door, but I like the design on the door, and I feel like something bigger should be on the door. So I put that on the edge of the couch. That was a good idea. Also, those tapestries I had for the bus, I went ahead and moved those into the van. I'm gonna level with you. They make this van a lot more cozier. Surprisingly, I wasn't really thinking of it that way, but once I put them up, it actually does make it feel better in this van. It's nice. The fridge is still a fridge. That thing is actually nice too. It is going strong. Like, it's still doing really good. I bought that fridge like, oh man, what was it, like 3 years ago? It's still going strong. Of course, I haven't really used it much, but so technically that fridge probably think its age is like maybe a year old. Other than that, it's a little weird with this thing, governor mode, because when I first experienced it, I was like, what is happening here? I thought maybe something's wrong with the engine. So governor mode, apparently it limits your speed at 70 miles per hour in this van. There are times when I gotta pass somebody, and I mean, I'm just putting the pedal to the metal. But sometimes it does go over 70. But when you do go over 70, I guess for too long, for like maybe a second too long, or 2 seconds, sometimes 3 seconds, all of a sudden the engine is just slowing down back to 70, but yet my foot is still in the same position where it was going over 70. Very weird. It is a very weird feeling. Yo, when I went down to Texas in this thing and the speed limit is 75, people were passing me going 90. First of all, why are you going so fast? But yeah, governor mode. I went to a dealership to ask about it, but they never gave me a price on how to take it off, which is weird. But I'm assuming it's simple, right?